Hello again, and welcome to episode 4 of Wingo Plays Nomifactory. I've been progressing along a little bit. I've made the wire mill, I've made the lathe, which allows you to make rods, and I've just made this cluster mill, which is used to make foils in preparation for trying to make the logistics programmer. But then I ran into something that I couldn't yet make, which is the silicon dust, and that includes this, I think, the centrifuge or the electrolyzer, one of the machines that I don't yet have. Outside of that, I had been trying to make I've made a chunk of electric motors. I was trying to make the boiler conversion to increase my power, but that requires fused quartz, and fused quartz requires the alloy smelter. I tried to make something else as well. Oh, pulsating iron ingots, which would allow me to make item conduits. I think I remember seeing it somewhere. Item conduit requires pulsating iron, which needs pulsating. There you go, in the wire mill, pulsating iron ingot, and that you can make with the fluid solidifier or the alloy smelter. The alloy smelter, you do iron ingot plus pulsating dust, which is just uraninite smelted again, but again, that needs the alloy smelter. So, given that alloy smelter is a little bit of a substantial component, it unlocks steel and is required to progress into a lot of this upper section, mob simulation, and such. I thought I would do the alloy smelter on stream. I've not. So yeah, I'll make the alloy smelter and then we'll work on a few of these other things. And that would then seem to unlock a few of the things that I'm currently looking to do in the next parts of the project. The power upgrades would... This system really struggles with doing anything other than just making plates. Even if I've got it making wires, it can't keep up power-wise. And the lathe and cluster mill are both even more demanding. So that's why I was trying to set the steam setup, but the steam setup, I was able to make the turbine conversions, which is what these steam dynamos use to run on steam, but then the boiler to actually make the steam requires that fused quartz, which is gated behind the alloy smelter. So let's have a look at what's required to make the basic alloy smelter. It's a fairly simple recipe. As you can see, I've made a number of electric motors and primitive circuits, and just tried to make quite a number of different components. I'm going to need a couple of tin cable, a LV machine hole, which we've got the recipe here. I just need to feed it a LV machine casing, which we can make over here as we have done before. Feed that in, and then we've got that. And 2 primitive circuits I've already got, and then we just need these 4x copper wires. For that, I'm going to need to just make some copper wires, and then those 2 copper wires makes a 2x copper wire, and then 2x copper wires makes the 4x copper wires. Possibly 16's enough. How much do we need? We need 4 in total. So to make 4, we need 2 times, each of which needs 2 1 times, so it looks like 16 should actually be more than enough. If we do that, we'll be able to test. So we've got these 2 times, and then we've got, there you go, 4x copper wires. Perfect. And we'll just grab this as it finishes. There we go. And that can go into the down here. Now I think that will allow us to make the alloy smelter. Perfect. And then the alloy smelter can just go here for now. So step one is I wanted to make some fused quartz, but in order to do that, first I'll need to actually get some nether quartz. Yes, has to be nether quartz. So if we use some of this nether quartz ore, that'll allow us to get that very quickly, and then here we need uraninite to be processed as well. Uraninite, there we go. So we'll smelt up half a stack of that as well. Perfect. Now, oh, you get 2 per for nether quartz, that's awesome. Now if we go here, 3 is all we needed for the fused quartz. For 1 fused quartz. What do I actually need? I only actually need the 1 for now. So that plus I've already got everything else we need for this. Yep, there we go. Awesome. So we now have the boiler conversion. So if we put that on here, this will now make steam instead of power. And then that steam can be pumped out into both of these, and then if we get another CEF, which will require 2 of those, 4 of those, another LV machine hull, which means we need to make another casing, and a chest and a circuit. Perfect. That makes us another CEF. Let me grab a crescent wrench. We'll grab these out and put them away, and the uraninite we'll come back to. If that gets smelted again, that makes pulsating dust, so that needs to be smelted again. Oops. Okay, now point both of those at that, and then they're both going to need steam. Steam, I think, just counts as a fluid in thermal expansion, so I think we can use these fluid conduits to move it. There we go. And we'll insert extract. Yes, we want to extract from this steam dynamo. Perfect. And then the steam dynamo just needs some sort of solid fuel, such as sugarcane. Let's give this a go and see how we go for producing power. There we go. It's producing 160 millibuckets per tick of steam. These, oops, need the turbine up augments, and they are now using 80 millibuckets per tick, so yes, exactly half of one, to produce 150 RF per tick each. 160 back when the power here was empty, so that'd be 320 compared to 40 over here. However, it does seem to be burning through the sugarcane considerably faster. So we'll probably need to expand the sugarcane setup, but this does look like it's nice for the power generation itself. We grab this flux capacitor. That's charging substantially faster than it was in the other machine. Whereas over here, yes, we're in millions, but each tick is 10,000, and there's 1 tick. So that was 10,000. And another 10,000. Whereas here, it has stopped because it's run out of sugarcane. But if we pump that back in there, yeah, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. In about the time this one is going to get 100,000, that one was getting about 10,000. Which I guess makes sense, because this is doing 4 times as much. Yeah, it's producing 8 times as much power compared to that system, which maxes out at 40 RF per tick. So yes, this does seem like it will be much more useful as a power solution. And so I will head back into the void base and set this power system up with a expanded sand sand system. Not sand, sugarcane. That said, in order to get sugarcane, we want SNAD. SNAD takes 162 sand. We've only got 83 sitting there left over. I could go out and dig some up, but the other option is sand can be made in a pulverizer from gravel, and gravel can be made in a pulverizer from cobblestone. So I'm thinking that I want to make the basic macerator, which will then allow me to automatically make gravel and sand and then SNAD. Cobblestone, there is a cobblestone generator that we will use to feed the system, which requires steel plates. Steel plates, I believe that there is a way to get them at the level that I'm at, but it's just a matter of sort of drilling down. Magnetic steel ingots. A blast furnace might work, but even then you need magnetic steel. Yeah, I'll have to go looking to see what I can find for steel, because it does seem, in fact, if we look here at the quest book, so the alloy smelter, this also means that we won't need to grind up into dusts the what's it called, like the red alloy dust, which is made from copper dust and redstone dust. Instead, we can just use the alloy smelter, put in the copper, put in the redstone without having to make the dust first. So it'll save us that step, and we were burning through those mortars. So that's nice as well. But so that's done. We've done the boilers. There you go. Greatly increases the overall efficiency, amount of power produced from 40 RF per tick to 320 per set of 3. So that's what we just figured out. The ratio is 1 to 2 if all. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Now, steel. Steel is a base component in all sorts of machines and alloys. You might want to. It is made in the alloy smelter. Coal dust for circuits and use charcoal dust instead. Later, you can also centrifuge either of these dusts or coke dust into carbon dust. So that seems to be saying that we can. Oh, there you go. Coal dust plus wrought iron in an alloy smelter. Yes, I did think that it was possible. I don't know why I couldn't see that before when I was looking. But if we grab some charcoal and immediately go and... That's not going to work, is it? So this one here, charcoal dust. Let's make another mortar. Which hopefully should be the last mortar we're making in quite some time. So that plus wrought iron. Let's just do half a stack. Let's just check on this. Alloy smelter, yeah, 1 to 1. So So then we've got the alloy smelter over here, which can combine those. And I suspect that this will be using more power than this can supply. Yeah, I think it just went from 6.99 to 6.98. That's using up 16 EU per tick. This seems to barely be able to handle about 8 EU per tick. I'm not quite sure on how the numbers work, because this here should be producing 10 EU per tick, but it does seem to fail to keep up with the basic wire mill, which only requires 10 EU per tick, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But that was a mistake. There we go. So we're getting steel, which steel plates will allow us to make this cobblestone generator. Perfect. Perfect. 6 steel plates. I was about to say that I would have thought that that should have fired off. Perfect. Various molds, pulsating dust, which is what ender pearl dust requires an EV electrolyzer and is most likely not worth it. Anyway, yes, so uraninite can be turned into pulsating dust. We've already got that in here. There we go. And then pulsating dust combined with a diamond gets you ender pearls. So I have diamond ore in here somewhere. There you go. So let's smelt this up and claim that. I'm just going to quickly grab another cake. I'm up to like 6 and 8 there, but I have almost fully used up this cake here. I'll show you later on what the setup looks like so far in the void. But the alloy smelter here, in fact, there can't be a quest for using the alloy smelter to make ender pearls, because you could just get ender pearls from anywhere to complete that quest. But let's do this to get some ender pearls. Why? Oh, I'm in the wrong machine. That goes there in the compressor. Perfect. Now we've got steel ingots, cobblestone is easy, we've got water, we've got lava sitting here. Yep. So now we just need the steel plates to be made, and then here we go, ender pearls. Awesome. What's going on here? Early game. LV cluster mill. Oh. Before you get access to easier circuits, you will need to be able to make foils. That's the purpose of the cluster mill. Agreed, but I guess I did that one early? I don't know. Yeah, I guess I made the cluster mill early because I was trying to make the logistics programmer here, and as I say, I got stuck, on the silicon dust, which I can't figure out how to make, but I had already made the cluster mill, so it's all good. LV pumps uses fluid. It's a component for machines that use fluid. Macerator, I think that's what we were already making. Cobblestone generator, we need those. Perfect. And we should have everything else we need. Perfect. There we go. We now have a cobblestone generator, which, along with macerators, will allow me to automate the production. Oh, cobblestone generator is not here anywhere. Fair enough. But yeah, along with the macerators, that will allow me to automate the production of gravel, cobblestone, sand, and I think dust as well can be made with it. Although I'm not sure what dust is useful for in this mod pack. You can make clay out of it, fine. And chemical reactor, I don't think we're anywhere near that, maybe? I don't know. So, where are we? Electric motors, electric piston, we need one of those. I think we're short on 2 rods. No, I need the actual, there. Although, I did make the lathe specifically for this purpose. And have not used it yet, so let's do this. That, and 2 tins already in there, and then we need wrought iron gear. Oh, we get 2 per one, awesome. So that, along with 4 of these, will allow me to make a gear. Also, alloy smelter. I don't know that that's a saving. The extruder definitely looks like it's a saving, as is obviously the gear working die, but I'm sure that minor infused ingot, blast furnace, yeah, we'll have to come back to that. Okay, so that's done, that's done. We still need 2 more iron rods. Perfect. Good, and we've got lots of ender pearls coming in now, which is pretty awesome because I tend to avoid fighting and always tend to struggle to find endermen in the first place. So we've got those now. Oh, I need more wrought iron if I'm going to put that back in to make steel. Perfect. Now, wrought iron plus charcoal dust, get that making steel again. How are we going here? 6.75. Yep, so it's used a couple of 100,000, but nothing super concerning, given that we've got millions sitting there. Now, perfect. That makes us an electric piston. We need a electric motor. I'm just going to put away some of this other stuff. Ender pearls can go in here. Perfect. Oh, yeah, right, I've got all the spare charcoal dust. Give me 2 of those, and then I need 3 of these, and the LV machine casing that I already made. Oh, I need a hole. Perfect. And what is that? 4 wrought iron plates. No, I don't have any on me anymore. Give me all of those. You get to go there. This recipe goes there. And I'm missing a wrench. I could easily make that. 6 of that. Perfect. What are we missing? Oh, wire cutters. Let's borrow that from here. And then it goes back into there. Perfect. Now that should be everything we need to make a macerator. Macerator number 1. And we're going to need 2 of them if we're going to use it to make sand. But it'll just be a repeat of what we've just done in order to make the second one. I'm fairly happy with that progress there. Macerator, perfect. Robot arm is again a component. The compacting drawers, we'll come back to that later. LV mixer mixes 2 dusts to make a third. For now, you'll be using it to make glowstone dust and energetic blend. So that's yeah, I think I'll make that, and then that'll give us access to all of these. And I can work towards doing these aspects as well. Molds are used in the fluid solidifier or alloy smelter to form materials into specific shapes. Okay. And yep, so we'll quickly make the mixer, which looks pretty simple. Tin rings new. Hammer with a rod. Tin. Okay. Give me some tin. In the lathe. There we go. And then that combined with this, clear the table, that and that. Yep, there you go, tin ring. And tin screw, there we go. So we need you to turn the rod into bolts, and then you to turn those bolts into a screw. Perfect. So we've got tin screw, tin ring, 4 tin plates, and then just the tools. There we go. That's all the steel produced. Perfect. Just making sure that I haven't left anything in the machines and forgotten about it. So the pulsating iron ingot. Oh. I think I went a step too far and made the ender bells, but I've still got half a stack of pulsating dust, so I'll go grab some iron and put those into the alloy smelter. There we go, half a stack plus half a stack of iron in the alloy smelter to make pulsating ingots. Perfect. And these can all go into here. I don't need macerator, I don't need the boiler augment. Where is it here? Basic mixer. Perfect, that's done. I've got an electric motor here. I've got 4 glass here. And 2 primitive circuits. Oh, I'm gonna have to make more of those, which I'm short on. Red alloy cables, yeah. Oh, I've got red alloy there, so if I just put that into here and grab some plastic. In fact, I don't need 2 stacks anymore, I can use just 1 here in this machine, and with running all of the machines at the same time, we'll be putting quite a drain on our power. But as I say, there's quite a large battery there with that flux capacitor, which has millions of RF, so this will be fine. Let's see, you and you can go into there. Perfect. What was I making? You primitive circuits. There we go. Grab 2 of those. I'll make a whole chunk more. I'll batch craft up a whole chunk more in between episodes. Now we're going to need another one of these. And that should be everything we need. But, oh, I need to put that in there and make that. There you go. Perfect. Basic mixer. LV mixer. What did it say that does? It makes glowstone dust and energetic blend. Okay, fine. It unlocks. Oh. Looks like we're going to need the blast furnace in order to make energetic alloys. And the electrolyzer to make sulfur. Was sulfur the thing I need? No, silicon's the thing I need. Nickel, invar, cupronickel, which is nickel and copper. That seems easy. Do I have nickel? I don't know that I've got nickel. Is the... Oh, pentalendite. I think I've got that. Oh, I don't have much, but I at least can... Where did it go? There. Pentlandite plus copper will allow us to unlock the next quest there. Let me just clean up this sugar a bit. How's Hopper's fine? There you go, pulsating iron and ender pearls. What happened? Okay, good. Done. Pulsating iron, ender pearls. Ender pearl. Pulsating iron ingots. I feel like that should have activated before. We've already made the hardened satchel. Awesome. And the reinforced satchel is going to need aluminum or aluminium. Yep, aluminium, perfect. So we'll have to come back to that. Blast furnace, looks quite involved. I think we'll have to leave that one until the next episode. And there it is. Aluminium is down there behind the blast furnace. Now let's go put away these. Oh, that's why I only just picked up the pulsating iron ingots. That's why it triggered then. Perfect. Now, at this point, I will just pop over to our void world. And so here's the landing platform. I've got this. The border here is the chunk border. And so I'm using X-stones with big black area in the middle and then a border around the edge to basically show where the chunk borders are. In the mod pack, well, with GregTech, the modular machines and the multi-blocks can corrupt your whole world if they cross chunk boundaries, and so this way seems to very easily indicate where the edges are, while also frankly looking a bit more interesting than just a generic cobblestone. Like if this was all just pure cobblestone, then it can look very dreary. I've also made a downstairs area, and I've decided, and this downstairs area has a purple border, whereas upstairs will have a green border. I just played around with the various Aegon colours, and those seemed to be the colours that I liked the best. Downstairs here we'll put the power generation, keep it out of the way a bit, and also probably anything like sugar cane, the cobblestone, etc. will just generate down here. And then there might be some storage drawers over here that they feed into, something more visible on this side of it, but the sort of the automated generation and power and such will just be underneath there. So that is where everything is at the moment. I'm reasonably happy with the progress we've made so far, and now that we've got the improved Steam, and basically most of your basic tier, I'm sure that there's way more. Yeah, there is way more basic tier items. So I don't even know that I can say we've got most of the basic tier items, machines. But we have made some real progress today, at least, let's say that. And I look forward to building out the base in the void and working on the blast furnace in the next episode along with you. Thank you for watching, stay healthy, and I hope to see you at the next one.